Okay, so we are beginning our online international education fair and the webinar is about to start. I can see we have about 100 students. I want to thank you for joining us today. I hope this is going to be a useful information when you're going to be attending. Till the end of the webinar, you will be able to learn about the scholarships, application fee waivers, the COVID-19 updates, and many more. So watch till the end and ask any question that you have. I hope it's going to be worth. Thanks.
All right, greetings from UNC Wilmington. My name is Miss Jessie Heim. I'm the Assistant Director of International Admissions at UNCW. I'm just going to go through a short overview of UNCW and then we'll definitely take any questions. I'm going to cover just the location, our academics, admissions, cost of attendance, and then our support services. So to get started, UNC Wilmington, we are located on the coast of North Carolina, so the east coast of the United States. So it's a beautiful area, minutes from lots of different beaches, great historic district. We also have easy access to an international airport and just a lovely, lovely place to live. We also have a lot of different academic programs. So we are primarily an undergraduate market, but we have a lot of graduate options as well. To give you an idea of the size of our school, we have about 17,000 students, a large international student population, about 640 international students, and that's a very diverse group of international students. They really come from countries all over the world. We had 35 different countries represented just last fall. And certainly a number of students from India, both for undergraduate and graduate level. And then we offer small class sizes. So we're considered a medium-sized institution for North Carolina, but we have a small class size of about 20 students. So we offer that kind of tight-knit environment where students have the opportunity to work closely with their faculty on things like research projects, those types of areas. And then these are just some of our popular majors, particularly for international students. We have a large business school with a lot of different concentrations, such as entrepreneurship, international business, accounting, finance, marketing, all those types of concentrations. We also have an IMBA program, an international MBA, that's a year-long opportunity where students can do both semesters at UNCW, or they can do one semester at UNCW and one semester abroad. And then we also have an undergraduate coastal engineering program. So that's a great opportunity for students that might live in coastal environments that want to learn about engineering for those type of infrastructures. It's a pretty kind of unique program within engineering. And again, that's only at the undergraduate level. And then we also have a large computer science program, both at an undergraduate and a graduate level. A number of our students from India are in that. And then we have a large marine biology program, as well as some of these other programs that are listed that tend to be popular with international students. We do have over 55 different programs, so feel free to visit this link provided here to take a closer look at all of our majors. These are just some of the highlights that tend to be popular. So to go into admissions requirements, so for undergraduate admissions requirements, and just to kind of say this now, we are trying to be as flexible and accommodating, obviously, with the coronavirus. So we are still accepting applications at this point for fall 2020, so August, even though technically that deadline is April 1st, we still have that open. And if students apply, are accepted for fall, and then for any reason want to delay their start, they can defer for up to a year. So they could start in January or they could start in August 2021. So we are trying to be as flexible as possible with everything going on. But the main thing is students, if they are looking to study at UNCW for fall, please go ahead and apply for fall, and then we'll work with you as needed as things continue to evolve. So to apply, you can do that online. We have the Common App or our online C-level application. There's an $80 application fee. We'll need your official transcripts in English. We are being flexible with those as well. You can just email those directly to me. My contact will be provided at the end, so you don't have to have them sent directly from your school right now, just because we know lots of schools are closed. The minimum GPA requirement is a 2.5. That's on a US 4.0 scale. So we will convert that for you. Again, as long as your transcripts are in English, we can do that. There's an essay section. We'd love to see any involvement that you've been a part of. And then your proof of English proficiency, which I'll talk about in just a moment. And then if you have any college coursework, so if you're looking to transfer to the US for a bachelor's degree, or if you're already in the US and you want to transfer, we can certainly give you some credit. For any foreign college credit, we would just need an evaluation for that. So for proof of English proficiency, right now, in particular, we do accept the TOEFL, the IELTS, but we also accept Duolingo, which is certainly the test most students seem to be taking right now, just because you can take that online from your home and we get the scores very quickly. So we've already been accepting that for about 2 years, but it's definitely a very accommodating option at the moment, although I think TOEFL and IELTS are working out some options to take tests from home as well. The SAT is not required. The SAT or ACT is not required for undergraduate international students. However, if you have already taken that and you've gotten one of these scores or higher, there's no need to also provide proof of English proficiency in the form of like a Duolingo exam. So again, not required. Right now in particular, I know most of those tests are not happening, but again, it's just an option if you've already taken that and have these scores. And then we also have an ESL program. So if you're not quite where you need to be for English proficiency, it's definitely an option to go through our English language program first, where you can be conditionally admitted and then start right into a degree program after that. And then for our graduate admissions requirements, these are much more decentralized. So they do kind of vary per graduate department. The main similarities are that you can apply online with that. Their application fee is $75. They will need your official transcripts for your confirmed bachelor's degree, and they will need a evaluation for that. So that can be through like World Education Services or any of the NACCE's approved credential evaluation services, but they do require that for admissions, where undergraduate does not, unless you just want credit. For their English proficiency, a little bit higher on the TOEFL or IELTS. Currently, Duolingo is not an option for them, but I believe they are in the middle of trying to add that as an option. So definitely contact them if you're looking to apply now. I think they're going to be adding that soon. And then if you already have a bachelor's degree from the US, you don't need to provide any proof of English proficiency. Their deadlines do vary per department, like I mentioned, and some of them might be more flexible with others as far as if they're waiving the GRE or GMAT, things like that. So you really do kind of have to reach out per department for those, just because it's not a blanket admissions process for graduate school. Okay, so cost of attendance. So our total cost of attendance is approximately $40,000 for really undergraduate and graduate students. That's the amount that you'd have to have for the I-20 to start the F1 visa process. You'd have to have proof of funding for that amount. That's the cost of attendance for one academic year, so like a spring and fall semester. And this gives you a breakdown of what's included in that. So these are the highest estimates. For example, if you don't have a car on campus, you likely won't have that transportation cost estimate. However, this is what the total cost of attendance is published by our financial aid office. So that's what we have to go for as far as the proof of cost for the I-20 visa process. For scholarships, so we offer a few scholarships. As I mentioned, the SAT is not required. However, if you have taken that and you've gotten a 1,300 or higher, we'll automatically give you $5,000 per year for any incoming freshmen. We also have a GPA scholarship for undergraduate students. If you have a GPA of 3.5 or higher on a US 4.0 scale, we'll automatically give you $2,000 for your first year of attendance. And then we have a global ambassador program that you can apply for after you've been attending UNCW, where you help mentor other international students that are coming in, and that is for $2,000 as well. For graduate students, most graduate students can secure a teaching assistantship, which that amount is usually about $11,000 per year off of tuition. So most departments have graduate assistantships available that international students can take to help with funding as well. And then just a little bit about the support programs at UNCW. I know I'm on a tight timeline here, so I'll just kind of touch on these briefly. But my office, the international office, we provide all the immigration advising, international student orientation. We have a host family program, the mentor program I mentioned, and then we have lots of events and excursions throughout the year, specifically for our international student population. So we always have lots of fun stuff going on for you guys, as well as we're here to support you in any way that we can from the moment that you even look at UNCW. And then just other campus life and recreation opportunities. We are a Division I school, so we have a strong athletics program, very large campus life options, over 260 organizations you can be a part of, as well as many campus dining options, and then traditional kind of American university traditions that we have throughout the year as well. For housing, freshmen are required to live on campus for their freshman year. Outside of that, students can live on campus or they can live off campus. There's lots of great options on campus as well within a 1 mile radius. So it's really just kind of depends what interests.
So this brings us to the end of the webinar. I hope the information that you have gained today is going to be useful for you for making an application to the university. If you still have any question or any query about applying to the university, then you contact one of the Study Metro representative. Thank you so much again for joining this webinar. Have a good one.